Jai Mahamaya Ki Jai. We'll continue on with chapter 24 of book 9 of the Srimad Devi Bhagavatam. If one drinks or gets the tulsi leaf water at the moment of death, one becomes freed of all sins and is worshipped in the Vishnu Loka. He who drinks daily the tulsi leaf water certainly gets the fruit of 1,00,000 horse sacrifices. He who plucks or culls the tulsi leaf by his own hand and holding it on his body quits his life in the tirtha and goes to the Vishnu Loka. Whoever holds in his neck the garland made of tulsi wood gets certainly the fruit of great sacrifices with every step. He who does not keep his word holding the tulsi leaf in his hand goes to hell as long as the sun and the moon exist. He who drinks or gets the bit of the tulsi leaf water at the time of death certainly goes to heaven. Those who pluck or cull the tulsi leaves in the full moon night on the 12th lunar day on the passing of the sun from one sign to another, the midday, or on the twilights on the night, while applying oil on their bodies on the impurity periods, and while putting on night dresses, verily cut off, Narayana said. O choice one, the tulsi leaf kept in the night is considered sacred. If it is considered good in Shraddha vow ceremony, in the making over of any gift, in the installation of any image, or in the worshipping of any deva. Again, the tulsi leaf fallen on the ground or fallen in water or offered to Vishnu, if washed out, can be used in holy and other purposes. Thus, O good one, you will remain as a tree on this earth and will remain in Golaka for the presiding deity thereof and will enjoy daily the sport with Krishna. And also you will be the presiding deity of the river Gandaki and thus bestow religious merits in Bharata. You will be the wife of the salt ocean, which is my part. You are very chaste. In Vaikuntha, you will enjoy me as Rama. And as for me, I will be turned into a stone by your curse. I will remain in India close to the bank of the river Gandaki. Millions of insects with their sharp teeth will make rings on the cavities of the mountain there, representing me. Of these stones, those that have one door, one hole, 4 convolutions adorned by the garlands of wildflowers, and which look like fresh rain clouds, are called Lakshmi Narayana Murtis. And those that have one door, 4 convolutions, and look like fresh rain clouds but no garlands, are called Lakshmi Janardana chakras. Those that have 2 doors, full convolutions, and decked with marks like cow's hoofs and void of the garland mark, are called Raghunanda chakras. Those that are very small in size with 2 chakras and look like fresh rain clouds and void of garland marks are named Vaman chakras. Those that are very small in size with 2 chakras and the garland mark added know that to be the Sridhara chakra. Those always bring in prosperity to the household. Those that are big, circular, void of garland mark with 2 circular chakras are known as Damodara forms. Those that are mediocre in size with 2 chakras and marked as if struck by an arrow, having marks of the arrow and bow, came as known as Rana Ramas. Those that have 2 chakras near their doors that look even and beautiful and with marks manifested are known as Asudevas. They yield all sorts of fruit. Those that have their chakras fine and their forms like fresh rain clouds and have many fine hole marks within their wide gaping faces are called Pradya Umnas, and they yield happiness to every householders. Those that look yellow, round, and very beautiful are Anirudras. The sages say give happiness to the householders. Where there is a salagrama, stone exists Sri Hari himself, and where there is Hari, Lakshmi and all the tirthas dwell there. Observing vows, making gifts, installing images, doing shraddhas, worshipping the devas, all these become highly exalted if done before the Salagrama Sila. One acquires the merits of bathing in all the tirthas and in being initiated in all the sacrifice if one worships the Salagrama Sila. What more than this, that the merits acquired by all the sacrifices, all the tirthas, all vows, all austerities, and reading all the Vedas, are all acquired by duly worshipping the holy Salagama Sila. All the devas are no doubt pleased with him who thus worships daily the Salagrama. What more than that all the tirthas want to have his touch. He becomes a jivamukti, liberated while living, and becomes very holy. Ultimately, he goes to the regions of Sri Hari and remains in Hari's service there and dwells with him for countless prakritic disillusions. The Devi Vasundhara, the earth, becomes purified by the touch of the dust of his feet. At his birth, all his predecessors are saved. He who gets the Salagrama Sila water during the time of his death, he is freed of all his and goes to the Vishnu Loka and gets nirvana. He who preserves the Salagrama stone, the tulsi and the conch shell in one place becomes very learned and becomes dear to Narayanas. Tulsi quitted her mortal coil and assumed a divine form and began to remain in the breast of Sri Hari like Sri Lakshmi. Hari also went with her to Vaikuntha. Thus Lakshmi, Saraswati, Ganga, and Tulsi, all the four, came so very dear to Hari, to Vishnu, and are recognized and Ishvaris. On the other hand, the mortal coil of Tulsi, no sooner quitted by Tulsi, became transformed into the river Gandaki. Bhagavan Vishnu, too, became also converted into a holy mountain on the banks thereof, yielding religious merits to people. The insects cut and fashion many places out of that mountain. Of them, those that fall onto the river yield fruits undoubtedly. And those pieces that fall on the ground become yellow colored. They are not at all fit for worship. O Narada, thus I have spoken to you everything. What more do you want to hear now? Say. Here ends the 24th chapter of the 9th book on the glory of Tulsi in the Mahapuranam, Srimad Devi Bhagavatam, 18,000 verses by Maharishi Veda Vyasa. Jai Mahamaya ki jai, Vishveshwari Mata ki jai, Bole Baba ki jai.